Let's listen to a fat woman get arrested. Okay. Actually, I have this downloaded.
All right, we're getting a person shot at 3334 Evergreen.
If you clicked on today's video, you want to learn all about.
I'll tell you guys.
What? This channel is all about Fat Joy.
He's
Now this is editing.
Hey, mama.
Unapologetic self-love.
Burning fucking hell.
And building a community.
Dude, look at the cop.
Unapologetic self-love.
Look at the cop. They're like this weird looking Arab looking cop. Watch him when she's threatening him.
Burning fucking hell.
And
He's yawning. She's threatening him. He's like, oh, so sleepy. Yawn.
A community where everybody belongs.
They're trying to raise me start.
That is the last thing that we will ever do.
Welcome to J-Bay Official, where we're flipping the script on fat phobia and empowering everybody to live.
Is she Dominican?
I'm Jay, and I'm here to
get arrested.
Wow. Okay, I might have to add this arrest channel to my true crime body cam lineup. By the way, if you are looking for slop tent to enjoy, like Code Blue Cam is like a high level suggest for slop. They put out shit like every couple days, and it's just great. I love seeing people get arrested. Okay, I want to see this woman get arrested.
If you don't know,
Midwest Safety. Okay, I'll add them. I'll look into it. What is she? What is she? Why is she so fat? Hold up, let me pull this up. What ethnicity is J-Bay? The multiracial African American heritage with Nigerian. They did a DNA test. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Black people are so embarrassing. Look at this shit. Look at this. Yeah, dude, that's me. That's like me in Wakanda back there. I'm embracing my African heritage roots. Bish, they would cook you. What do they make? What's that thing that they make in Nigeria? It's like plav, but it's like African. African plav. What's the name of it? Pilaf. Pilaf. They would make some banger ass pilaf out of you. Jollof. That's what I was thinking of. Jollof. Yeah, with some peanuts. Oh. You got the stock right there. Okay, so she's a fat bitch. She's a haze, health at any size. She's apparently multiracial, and depending on the... She apparently can't breathe without the system. This is where my tax dollars go to. You know that she's got this shit set up so that she is on welfare. And when I pay a third of my money to the African American Bribery Fund, that money goes to Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, and then filters down to buy this fat bitch oxygen tubes and food stamps so she can stuff her fat face with fried chicken until she can't move or breathe on her own. And then heroic medical intervention paid for by my tax dollars gives her an oxygen tank so she can survive long enough to feed more. We just, honestly, I can't stress this enough. If we just abolish Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, the problems this country has would solve itself overnight. There would be riots and shit. But how much you think this bitch can riot? How much you think she can riot? She can't riot. You think she can go out and throw bricks and shit? She might get one brick off before she is dead. And that saves the taxpayers how many millions of dollars over her expected lifespan in this condition? Millions of dollars. One brick. All it takes, okay?
in reference to Jalen attacking her now ex-fiance over alleged infidelity.
Okay, so in this video, what I want to show you. Apparently, she went to the hospital after attacking her own ex. And then they're telling her, we're going to have to arrest you. And then she's like, I'm not going to cooperate. They're literally just seizing the wheelchair. That's so funny. And then I think at some point, she's like, I don't want to go in the cop car. I'm going to go flop on the ground like a Magikarp. I'm going to use Splash. It's not very effective. So then they're debating, what do we do? We got this fat bitch. How do we get her off the ground into the car? No, she's 550 pounds. Now, here's a true fact about fat people, okay? Fat people are very heavy, and moving them is quite difficult. Now, here's the thing you can do. Here's a fun little homework assignment for you. If you know a nurse, any nurse, man or woman, ask them how much they enjoy having to lift fat people. Because if you know a nurse, chances are a significant portion of their day involves going into a bedroom of a fat what's it? It's not geriatric. It's another one where they're like really fat. What's the fancy medical term for really fat? No, not adipose. Bariatric. That's it. They have to go into the patient, a bariatric patient's room, and the bariatric patient will then look at them and go, "Can you pull me up?" Now, what does this mean, chat? You see, when the bariatric patient is inside their bed, they are unable to scooch upwards. Now imagine you're laying in bed and you're uncomfortable and you wish you could sit up a little bit more upright. You could just scooch back a little bit, fluff up your pillow, and be comfortable. The bariatric patient, such as this fat bitch, cannot do that. She is incapable of scooching back and pushing her own weight up so she can sit more upright and be comfortable. She can't do that. So what she does when she's in the hospital and has slave labor paid for by my tax money, she says, "Can you lift me up?" And then the nurses have to physically lift them to sit upright more in their seat. Doing this several times a day, every day, for years and years and years, will make your back collapse into a cloud of dust, which is why nurses is the #1 career for opioid and other painkiller abuses, chat, because their backs are collapsing into dust and they just so happen to have direct access to the cool dispensers that give out chemicals that make you feel less pain. Okay. So go ahead, if you have a nurse in your family, your friends circle, and ask them, how much do you enjoy lifting fat people up in their beds? And they'll tell you how much they enjoy it. This is a universal experience for all of them, and they enjoy it so much, and they will have stories to tell you about this. Okay. Okay, let's see. They roll out, I think oh, here we go. Is this it? I'm expecting some, here comes the ambulance. You have a right to an attorney after we roll your fat ass into the jail. So the EMS has arrived?
So
what is this?
Twice. Once on her back, and then she'll be face down on this.
Is this like from animal control? Is this like how they would lift like a lion or like an alligator up into like an animal control van? What the f is this van? I know it's a tarp, but what is it? Like, this is obviously a special purpose tarp. What unit has arrived to dispense this tarp? Because it's not the hospital. Is this animal control? What the f is this?
So we're gonna do
the Paddy Wagon, like a hamburger patty.
Be face down on this.
I'm gonna go to Trio's house. You know what that
So
is?
get her on her back, and then we'll kind of make sure we have it set where we need to.
These cops are getting to experience the joys of a bariatric patient. Before we look at this from this perspective, let's do a little headcount here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police officers. Where does J Bay live? UC Berkeley, California. Berkeley, California police officer wage. Annual salary for a police officer in Berkeley is $113,000? What the? Okay, let's do this. 113 times 5 divided by 12 divided by 4. Wait, okay, well, hold up. 113, 892. Okay, what's the hourly? That is insane. Times 5. Divided by 12, divided by 4, divided by 40. $300. $300 per hour, at least, at a minimum, not even including the medical personnel that have arrived here. This is costing the taxpayer of California $300 an hour to deal with this fat bitch. And then she's going to have to go and get an attorney provided for her by the taxpayers after leaving a hospital where she's hooked up to life-saving medical equipment and treated by medical staff paid for by the taxpayers. I just wanted to let you know, this woman is a net deficit of like $1,000 an hour right now.
You know what that
So
is?
get her on her back, and then we'll kind of make sure we have it set where we need to.
Okay. She doesn't want to sit up because she's resisting arrest. And she knows they can't lift her because she's 550 pounds.
All right, perfect. One more time.
I can't.
Bring that.
In God I say, in God we trust, and they cannot move me at all. And they cannot move me at all because I am 550 pounds. I'm a disabled woman.
I trust the Lord to give me the load so they can't move me.
Trios Health has it
In the
all.
name of Jesus, make me an immovable object. Like Kirby from Kirby Superstar, I will transform into a statue so heavy that they cannot break me.
Whoa. I can't breathe. I can't.
Okay, when I listen, listen, it's not funny to anybody except me because I watch these by myself. But when I watch a Code Blue Cam or something and it's a black person, I'm like, I try to weigh the over under on what the odds are on them saying I can't breathe. And when it's like around the George Floyd time, it's like 100%. Now it's only like a 50%, and it depends on how much they struggle. But when it's a black person and they're being arrested, there was even a really funny video where they were arresting like an old white guy because I can't remember what it was. He had fired a weapon. He had done a negligent discharge to like intimidate somebody. So they had to come over and like arrest him, even though he was like an old boomer. And they turn him around. He's completely compliant. He's like, yeah, I know, it was stupid of me. They put the handcuffs on him. Again, he's completely compliant, standing up, doing whatever they ask. And as soon as they put the handcuffs on him, he goes, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It was the funniest. I about cried laughing watching this. It was the greatest thing ever. And then he starts laughing because he knows that he's being a retard. He's just a little jokester, a little boomer prankster, firing his gun, doing a little George Floyd impression. You know how they are, little prankster boomers.
I can't fucking breathe. I'm not. What the?
Oh no. Oh no, I can't breathe.
Jalen, I start changing 866. 866. Call 5653. 3.
We got her.
Oh, thank God. We're going to the jail now, right? Are you gonna read me my rights?
No.
Who's riding?
We're going to the zoo, you fat bitch.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise your rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you?
In the name of God, yes,
Having
I
these
do.
rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me now?
In the name of God, I'll ask for an attorney.
All right. Let's get the formalities out of the way.
Well, I already told her she had the right to.
Take us to the Bannon County Jail. They're meeting us there. That's why everything just happened, you idiots.
Look at how she rolls gently as the car moves. She sways. She is literally incapable of moving herself face down on an orca tarp in the back of a police van, and she's calling them piggy pigs. She is saying that.
There was a reason I came here.
Oh, she's rolling.
A shopping cart? What the f is this? Can't even see the way you guys had me like dead. Crazy, bro. In the name of Satan! In the name of Satan! Y'all are weird, bro. Y'all are really, really weird.
It looks like you're
Yeah, I'm super uncomfortable.
We can get that back open.
What is that shopping cart for? I guess this is for when you like break up a riot and like zip tie 8 people together, and then you have like the shopping cart is like where you throw all their shit for processing. I imagine what that van's for, because why else would they have it?
In the end, Jalen was charged with 2 counts of criminal trespass, misuse of the 911 system, interfering with a healthcare facility, resisting arrest, obstructing law enforcement officers, and assault. She was later deemed mentally incompetent. If you like this video and want to see more like it, subscribe.
So they just let her go? Was all the charges dropped because she's mentally incompetent, or does she have to go to like a crazy people house? It's so crazy. What's the point? What is the point of having a justice system if you can just act retarded and just roll outside of the jail when they're done with you? It's crazy. I've told this story many times, but I will regale you yet again. There was a like a My 600-Pound Life episode. I've never been able to find this, but it is in my memory as one of the funniest things I've ever seen ever. And it was a super fat person. They were like 900 to 1,000 pounds. And they brought together like a whole team of people to try and help this person lose weight because they're at such imminent risk of immediate death, right? So they get the people together and they're trying to work with him. And he's basically bedbound, and he has a family that takes care of him. And by take care of him, I mean feeds his fat ass fried food like 6 times a day, right? So they're like trying to get to him, trying to be like, you're going to die. You're being fed to death. And it's not working. So they decide we're going to give him shock therapy. We're going to get, because again, he's bedbound. He's just laying there. He's just eating. We're going to give him shock therapy. We're going to cook what he eats in a day, which is like 11,000 calories of fried food. And we're going to show him how much he eats in a day. And they cook it. And it is so much food, it doesn't fit in his tiny ass room, which is just like his mattress. So they're like, we cooked all this food and it's out in the hallway. And we just want to show you how much you eat in a day. So you have an idea of what you're doing to your body. And this guy who's been bedbound for multiple years and has forced his family to wipe his ass and feed him every day for those years hears that there's 11,000 calories of all his favorite foods out in the hallway. And by a miracle of Jesus Christ, the sick is healed and he rises to his feet and off the infernal contraption that had been keeping him down. And lo, the bedbound man weighing 900 pounds did rise and walked out into the hallway. And lo, did he start eating all that food. And it was amazing because it cuts from them trying to shock him with the sheer amount of food he eats in a day to the shocked and disbelief, like the faces of these like super white bariatric and like food scientists and shit and they're just like, their job is to deal with the most mentally damaged people on the planet who have eating disorders, and they're just like in utter shock and disbelief that this guy was just lying about being bedbound and would get up off his ass despite the fact his family's been wiping his ass, literally shitting into a bucket for years, but would manage to find the strength to get up and stand to eat the food that they had set out specifically to scare him. It is one of the finest moments of television ever created ever in human history. Unfortunately, I think he was black actually. But if you find this, let me know. Clip this for me because it's one of my favorite things ever made.